Probing one, a little bit of a jab. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
David Johnson.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And the Packers are in for the score.
Complete to Jakeem Grant.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 55.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
That's another.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
One more time with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Texans 7.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Rodgers pass.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completion.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jason Huntley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Watson off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Watson on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Leads to second.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Texans
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield to the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Watson rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
22-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And the Packer 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Johnson now returning.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. Huntley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Watson, short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going, it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A run with Huntley.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns. And the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.